Someone that I think is totally worth the listen, and we neglected to speak about last week out of pure forgetfulness and somewhat ignorance on our part. Jorja Smith, her debut album, Lost and Found. Man, I was listening to this on a warm summer drive to my family's cottage on the lake. Speaking of privilege, and man, this was like the most surprising and just like the perfect driving music. I felt like I was like sitting in like a cafe with like rain coming down outside, and like she was just sitting on a stool by herself, like playing these melodies, and I was loving it, dude. Her voice is goddamn angelic. Like she just is a wonderful artist. I mean, she's done some work before. I think her song was it Blue
Lights.
Blue Lights. What has been out for what, a year or two now?
2016. I think she dropped that when she was 18. She's 21 now. Just turned 21 last week.
And that was probably like my third or fourth favorite song from this project, which I think, being her most popular, speaks to just how deep this record goes as well. You know, I think my question for you, because I think you liked it, but what was your favorite track?
Yeah, it's a good question. I really like Blue Lights. I think Blue Lights is fantastic. I think Teenage Fantasy, though, another previously released song, is probably my favorite song on there, but Where Did I Go is really good. Tomorrow.
Lost and Found is constantly in my head. Just
hell yeah.
Immediately went into my playlists.
And even, again, she's just turned 21, but in a short amount of time, she's also had some like notable guest spots, like the Kali Uchis song Tyrant.
Yep.
Let Me Down, Lucy She Did with Stormzy. She has the 2 songs on Drake's More Life, and then she has the song on the Black Panther soundtrack. And she's been around, and this is really coming off of, this is like her really first real project. I mean, she has the Project 11 EP that dropped in late 2016. But that's only 4 tracks. So between those 4 tracks and a few Lucy's, it's really just this album. But she has such like a mature sound for a young R&B singer, and it's not like produced at all. It's very minimal production. And because she's, you know, a vocal driven R&B artist, it really stands out. But also she sounds way more mature than her age. I think her lyrical content's really impressive. And, you know, I'm shout out Drake for making sure we found her, because she's fucking really talented. I mean, I didn't actually realize this till recently, but she supported Drake on one of his recent UK tours, because she's from the UK. And then he kind of like mentioned her in an Entertainment Weekly article, and that's what really got her attention over here. But you know, you'd have to think that she would have bust out eventually anyway, given the immense talent. But I'm happy it's already here, because she's going to be around a fucking long time. She's great.
Definitely. And, you know, she kind of falls into this category that she's a little bit different in terms of this being her first album. These other 2 artists were a bit more established before they broke out the last 2 years, but Solange and SZA come to mind when I hear her, just because she has a very distinct sound. I think SZA and Solange fall a little bit more onto the whole sound, the sonic sound of their music, as well as their vocals. They are on the level of Jorja, but just that singer songwriter vibe that comes with them, and being this huge breakout, I think I have a feeling we're going to be talking about her at the end of the year, and just as like an artist for years to come. Really, really wonderful album. So please check out Lost and Found, Jorja Smith's debut.